Really quickly, just wanted to make this video talk about Healthier Choices Management Corp. The ticker HCMC. Obviously, this is an OTC stock. And again, if you've been watching videos on my channel for who knows how long, back in 2021, there was a significant interest in HCMC, just average retail traders, whatever it may be, because of patent infringement lawsuit with Philip Morris. You know, many people, including myself, were somewhat expecting a positive outcome from that patent infringement lawsuit that HCMC did file against Philip Morris, which, again, if you don't know, is one of the largest tobacco companies in the world. And again, actually, let me just restart, because OTC stock here, HCMC, it is one of continuously one of the more active OTC stocks on the market as far as just trade volume, share volume. You have to get this on Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade. You can't get this like on Robinhood or just some common trading platforms. Obviously, it being an over-the-counter stock. But going back to this, right? HCMC did announce recently, and I made a video on this, that they filed a patent infringement lawsuit against RJ Reynolds, a vapor company, over the Views product involving HCMC's patent, which was not previously litigated. This is obviously different than the patent infringement lawsuit filed against Philip Morris. As you can see here, the CEO is stating this. But what the CEO states here is that this patent infringement lawsuit is a little bit different because you can see here the IQOS device, which is Philip Morris device that they were infringing on. HCMC's patent supposedly was new to the market, right? And it's still pending. The Views device, which is RJ Reynolds' product, has the largest share of electronic cigarette sales in the United States, overtaking Juul in the first quarter of this year, according to the Nielsen reports on convenience store sales of tobacco products. So just with taking that in, I didn't really get into this in the first, or I guess essentially in the first video I made on this. I just think it increases the, I don't want to say the chances, right, of it going to a trial and chances of a strong outcome or a positive outcome for HCMC. But what I will say is that it increases the magnitude of if that outcome is positive, the magnitude of what HCMC could benefit from, right? With it being the largest share of electronic cigarette sales in the United States, like, just picture this in a absolutely perfect scenario. HCMC wins a patent infringement lawsuit against RJ Reynolds, which has the largest share of electronic cigarette sales in America, right? For a company like HCMC, which is sitting at numerous zeros, like literally 4 zeros after the decimal, 5 at the time of this video. If that were to be the case, this could do absolutely crazy things for HCMC. Now, even going back to a couple years ago when people were interested in HCMC from the Philip Morris lawsuit standpoint, right? People were loading up. People had millions and millions and millions of HCMC stock, or shares essentially, because you could get it for so cheap. And it was a sort of situation, you know, similar to like a cryptocurrency, where like if the stock went up 100, 200, 300%, 400%, 500%, XYZ, etc., people would make a ton of money. Now, specifically talking about HCMC, they have other things in the work, which, again, I haven't made a ton of videos updating on specifically what's happening with HCMC over the last, I would say, year and a half, because there really just hasn't been much. The only newsworthy things to talk about specifically were, you know, updates with the patent infringement lawsuit. But then they announced this today. There's a new press release. Healthier Choice Management Corp announces another acquisition, Elwood Thompson's, a natural food market located in Richmond, Virginia. Now, this doesn't mean anything as far as, in my opinion, impacting the share price, right? Or I don't know what else to put it. Like, this is not going to move the share price any crazy amounts. But like, even what the CEO says right here, we believe this transaction offers compelling value for our shareholders and is yet another element in our endeavor to continue building an attractive, growing business with first class capabilities. Now, it says they believe, based on this acquisition, and not 100% attributed to this, but they said, Jeffrey Holman says, we believe our total revenue will approach $70 million on an annualized basis. Now, this is just things in catalysts and essentially business fundamentals that HCMC is currently doing that have nothing to do with the patent infringement lawsuit, like absolutely nothing to do with it. So, again, it does remain, in my opinion, I was going to say a Pinterest. My opinion, very interesting in obviously a very extremely speculative type of play here. If you are looking to maybe get a lottery type play in an OTC stock, I know a lot of people Stay away from OTC stocks across the board in general. You know, almost as if like, why would you invest in OTC stock? Because of the volatility that comes with it. So make sure you guys keep that in mind, that there is 100% chance this stock remains volatile. You guys keep that in mind. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice. Just want to share this information with you guys. Let me know in the comments below. Very interesting. I'm going to continue to cover HCMC and what's going on with this RJ Reynolds patent infringement lawsuit. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and as always, have a great day.